How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 10, Episode 20 of The Walking Dead. This episode is titled Splinter. Last episode we saw Gabriel and Aaron go on a scouting run or supply run. You know, they got a little bit drunk. They, played cards. There was a great monologue scene from Gabriel. We got a wild boar just chilling in a room. You know, it was a very peaceful episode. Until Robert Patrick from T2/Maze came into play, where he made Gabriel and Aaron play Russian roulette, which resulted in a fantastic fucking scene that definitely pushed that up to one of my favourite episodes, like as a whole, not just from Season 10. It's such a good scene, man. Rewatching that on edit was so good. And also, I didn't even notice this, I didn't pick up on it, but the brother at the end of the episode did say that he made him play, that Maze made him play Russian roulette with his family. But at the end of the day, that guy fucking shot his family. So is he the bad person there? Why would you shoot? I mean, either or. Like, Maze is still the bad guy there because he's making his brother do that, and he's making his family do that. But whatever. Gabe fucking smashed Maze's head in, which is amazing. Kind of sucks though. Robert Patrick's one-off episode, but still, if you're gonna have an episode, I think that's a good episode to be in. I saw a lot of people say that the episode wasn't that tense for them because, you knew the characters weren't going to die. Sure, but I mean, when you get drawn, I got drawn into it. Like, I could have just said, oh yeah, I don't really care, they're not going to die. But if the dialogue's good, you get drawn into it. And it's still tense though, because you don't know. You don't 100% know they're not, they could kill them off, but I doubt it. You don't know. If Walking Dead, if I had the balls, I probably would have had a third character there and then killed them off that we've known for a little bit and then just kill them off in the screen. Maybe not though, because I think you didn't need to kill anyone there. I think the message was pretty straightforward without anyone being killed in that scene other than Maze. Because it really establishes Gabe as a character and it shows his consistency and it's fucking great episode. But yeah, this episode is about the Commonwealth, I think. We're going to be seeing Princess, Eugene, Yumiko, Ezekiel. Actually, I don't think we're going to be seeing Yumiko because apparently her actress couldn't get into the US to film this episode because of COVID. Which, I mean, it's kind of understandable, but if it focuses on only a couple of characters, you could just probably take Yumiko away somehow and then they have to find her. Then maybe they could get her in at the end of the episode. Because you could still get a scene with her in the episode if they went out and filmed in a studio or something. It could still work, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens because I think this is a princess focused episode more than it is a Eugene one, which is great. Will we see most of this episode? Probably not. Will we see Lance? Maybe. We could see Stephanie this episode. The episode could end on a cliffhanger. So yeah, let's get right into this episode. Let's stop doolellying about. Oh god, that's so weird, man. You see the film quality? And now you got digital. Yeah, they're not showing Yumiko. Why would you try that? I know she does it in the comics, but stop. Yeah, they blurred her face there. She's not... That was her voice. I think she recorded some lines. They showed Eugene and Ezekiel, but they're not showing her face there. Yo, this music. Oh no, not a train car. God damn it. What is this? Fucking Terminus? Where's Vic? Vic's just in the corner. They're fucking with the wrong people. They're putting them all in different containers. I'm wondering how different this title sequence is going to be in Season 11. Are they going to have Commonwealth in there and stuff? Because Season 9 and 10, the title changed depending on what was going on in the season. Vic in the bridge. There he is. There's Vic. There's Vic. He's gone. I was a bit delayed, but still, he was there. Looks the same as last episode, it doesn't look too different.
Carson City, Charleston, Cheyenne, Columbia, Columbus.
Is this her, calming... Is that a dog in the show? What? I think that's just her, coping mechanism. Why are these in the corner? It's just duffel bags? I kind of like this, though. It's very... I like the Commonwealth already. Hopefully they do them justice. They were fucked in the comics.
So sorry. I feel terrible with something I did got you hurt. I'm gonna make it up to you. You saw the little groggy. Did you hit your head?
Yeah, I mean, didn't she get hit?
Can you still hear me?
She She's gonna pass out.
Good. So where was I?
Oh, she's doing it with a vet. Ah.
Home was no bueno. You still with me?
Nope. Nope.
This was my house first.
She's looking bad.
He smacked me hard. So I said to my mom, "You gonna do something?"
I love how expressive she is, you know? She's charismatic as fuck. Nope, she just passed out.
Where are you taking her? Hey!
They're taking her away because we don't have the actress anymore. She can't record any more lines. We gotta take her. I'm sorry. They're in charge here. Not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna start playing the whisper theme then. It's her coping mechanism. Is she just saying like cities? You're gonna spend the whole episode in this car, right? How's she only just nice. Did they not check? You think soldiers like this would check stuff like that?
Process is required here.
You're betting Yumiko's life on that.
Yep. Oof. They look great though. Like it's literally out of the comics. On the radio, you've got like 5 masks on. It's like, yeah, you'd be so muffled.
We're in the middle of a fierce battle.
I mean, the battle's already over. They've won. With barely any casualties. Uh-oh. That was lucky she got in there. Alright.
Please.
What? What? What the fuck was... Why did they do that? It was kind of creepy. What the fuck?
Let's start with your name.
Is that Lance?
28, 29. I could be 50. I don't know, man.
Being sure. It could be 50. We could all be 50. Who knows?
Where were you when the fall happened?
Why is any of that important?
Yeah, like, why? Who gives a shit?
Pittsburgh.
I thought she wasn't in Pittsburgh. I thought that's not where they found her. Didn't Gimple say, like, that's not where they found Princess? Unless she moved away from Pittsburgh. Because isn't that where Vic is?
You won't tell me her name.
I mean, you should know her name. Did she shout it like 15 times?
Why can't I see her?
Because you're being a bitch.
Oof! Okay. I mean, technically they're not wrong. She should have answered the questions. But to be fair, she doesn't know most of them. Because she doesn't know where they came from anyway. But yeah, like, right on the jaw, like, literally the story she was describing.
Yumiko, I'm so sorry.
She's not there. I'm getting Ezekiel now, or Eugene. They're taking them one by one to interrogate them, aren't they? That was a cut. That's a treat. It's a nice little cut there because it's like it makes it look like there's no cut because you have a transition. Wait, what? You got like zip tied? Jesus. I never agreed with that white armor just because of the fact that, you know, if you kill a walker, right, close range, that blood's getting all over you. But I guess it's just a way to be visible, just so they can see each other from far away. But it's still risky though. How did he get out? What? There he is.
Any idea where the others are?
I mean, Yumiko's probably getting medical attention. Eugene's probably being interrogated right now, I assume.
The Inquisition was aggressive.
The Inquisition was aggressive.
Dickhead, nailed me over an old fracture.
Hmm.
You don't have to be an asshole about it.
Oof.
Don't act like I don't know how to be friends with people. I do.
See, this interaction never would have happened in the comics. So like, it's actually really cool because it never would have happened. Or it never did happen, should I say. Is he going to tell her? It'd be funny if he told her he had a tiger. Hey, you're going to have to move, Ezekiel. You can't stay in there.
Love, and it was just...
Jesus, what the fuck?
What the hell did you just do?
Knocked him out. Oh my god, why was that so funny? Oh my god, the way he just hit him and then just closes the door like, Jesus, you must have hit him fucking hard to knock him out. Yeah, dress up.
You'll have to do this.
He's a kid.
I don't know. She's probably with one of the medics. We really can't help you.
How?
Let's just say we have access to things that are valuable in times like these.
A bunch of scary action figures came to light.
Stormtroopers.
Are you messing with us?
What would be the point of that?
This is not our first time at the rodeo with people like you.
It's good. Is it good cop, bad cop?
The place we live is a good place. It's our job to keep the many, many good people who live there safe.
Thousands of people though.
Maybe we need to start breaking some fingers.
Just a rookie. Rifle isn't even loaded.
Oh, wow. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Ezekiel! Jesus! Wait, what? It was her? Wait, Ezekiel wasn't there? What the fuck? Wait, what? Is that mind? That makes sense though, because Ezekiel was kind of like always behind her, right? What the fuck?
No one was gonna hurt you anymore.
What was real then? Did she actually get hit? I assume she did get hit over, like, over the... What part became fiction? No, well, I guess it must have been after she got hit then. Just take off the gun and then push it forward and then you go through. Oh. What the fuck?
This is new. I get it.
What the fuck? Still got the Splinter. Ah, that's why the episode's called Splinter, it's only just clicked.
Damn superhero.
I was about to say, like, Ezekiel's acting a bit out of character, you know?
What was bad? It was Travis.
They're the stories you tell yourself, and then there's the truth.
But they came back from me.
So she goes back to them. The fuck? Yeah, just go back and give him his gun and untie him.
I mean, there's the ADHD, the anxiety, the PTSD, the depression, the crushing loneliness, and the active imagination that helps me cope with all of that. But like,
He's not gonna like jump her, is he?
What?
Cut it out. I don't know if I trust him. I feel like he's gonna do something.
I can tell them
They won't
that
care.
sometimes I have this tick
They
that
won't
makes
care.
me. Would I be able to see my friends?
It's not my call. You heard my boss. You answer. You see them. You can believe them or not.
We've been on the road for a week. Why am I here? To be with them. And their names are Eugene, Yumiko, and Ezekiel. And my name is Princess.
Didn't have to be hard.
I love how comic accurate it is, like how she looks and how that he looks. Was that part of the plan?
Wait!
That was part of the plan. What? What? No! I was getting into it, man. God damn it. I wish it was a longer episode. Yeah, I was hoping for more, but I guess, you know, with it being an extended episode, it's not what I initially wanted. I assume season 11 episode 1 will be the continuation of this, sadly, so we'll have to wait a little bit until we see that. You know, as an episode, I think it was a good episode. It's definitely a great episode for Princess. Really got to see, like, what she's all about. Like, what kind of characteristics she has. Like, she's obviously got some mental health issues. You know, it is very interesting how she saw, like, she had Ezekiel as a, like, mind speaking to her, in a way. That's her coping mechanism. Which is cool, we get to see her coping mechanism. Like, it was her just saying cities, right? Denver, Colorado, Charleston. They're all towns, right? I don't know the geography of US. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting more from this episode, so I'm a little bit disappointed there. But I can't blame that on the show. That's my fault. But a part of me, I kind of wish we got a little bit more. And just when I was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And then that's the end of the episode. And they showed that fucking final shot in one of the trailers too. And stuff like that pisses me off when they show like the final shot of an episode or a movie in the trailer. It's like, it's literally in the trailer for 10C, I think. Like, 10C's trailer shows, like, them, like, got the bags over the head. So it seems like Yumiko wasn't actually in the episode, so to speak, like, her actress, because of, you know, I assume COVID. Because just her voice lines were in there. We got to see Ezekiel and Eugene, a little bit of Eugene. We didn't get a lot of Eugene, but we got a little bit of him. Yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. You know, I'm curious what was the point Princess went into like her speak to herself kind of mindset? Like, was it after she got hit over the head with, you know, potentially Lance? I don't know if that is Lance though. I think when this episode actually does air, because I am watching it early, I think they're going to announce, like, okay, this person is Lance, you know, because we're going into Commonwealth stuff now. They briefly mentioned they've you know, that guy that Yumiko had, that Princess had. He briefly mentioned like they have people to provide for. You'll see many people to provide for. Like it's a shit ton. I'm surprised we still haven't seen Stephanie yet. Hopefully we get more of Princess though, because like I said in the reaction, the comics, it was really cut short for Princess because we started really getting into her character and then the comics ended. And the same thing applies to Ezekiel and Princess. It's cool to see them on screen together because they've never been on screen together, ever. Not even in the comics, because as we all know, I assume at this point most people know, in the comics, Ezekiel died on the pikes. He was, like, if the show followed the comics, instead of Henry, it would have been Ezekiel. A lot of people say that Carol should have been on the pikes. I find that, like, interesting. That's a good what if. What if Carol was on the pikes? How would that have changed season 10? Could it have improved it, maybe? Could have had a scene with Ezekiel and Negan. That would have been cool. Like, Ezekiel wanted payback, and he let Negan out. That would have been a cool one. 3 out of 4 episodes are good. You know, the weakest one being the Dowell one. And also, I've heard next episode might be pretty weak too, which is a Carol episode. Because someone who got people who got early access to it said it's like one of the worst episodes. And I'm like, I'm gonna hold back there. I'm gonna be like, okay, we'll see. It might not be too bad, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'll just say that. I hope it's not terrible, because you know what I'm like. If something's bad, I fucking go off on it. But yeah, I'm just so pissed off that they just ended there. Like I wanted more. I needed more. I felt like I was only like 25-30 minutes in. I thought there was like at least 10 minutes left, but no. I don't know how, like, it's good for Princess this episode, but I'm trying to think, is it good for Commonwealth? Like, does it really establish, like, do we need this episode for, like, the big story arc? You know? Like, we need it for a character-driven one, but do we need this episode for, like, you could argue the same with last episode, too. Like, it's more character-driven, making it so you don't really need it as part of the big story arc. It's not really relevant. Like, episode 17 is the only one that's actually relevant in terms of actual big story points that are happening, setting up the Reapers, you know, doing all this. And I guess this episode too, because you kind of get a little bit more Commonwealth and you get the interrogation sequence. And I do like how that was always a part of the plan, that guy to get beat up. So I'm trying to think like how that scenario would have worked without Ezekiel there. Like, would the Princess literally just go whoop, and then just interrogating, then beat the shit out of him for fucking some bad reason. I still find the funniest part about that episode has to be the part where, like, Ezekiel, I'll say about quotations, hit the soldier, and then he closed the door. Like, that slowly. I think that was funny. I really don't know how to feel on it. It was good, but I just feel like how much of it did we need, you know? Like, if most of it never even happened in the first place, because it's just establishing, okay, Princess has got something wrong with her, like, psychologically, you know, mentally. She's got mental issues, but, I mean, can you blame her? Like, she's been alone for years, I assume, right, in the city. She's been probably talking to walkers, so you can't really blame her. I think this episode definitely showed that the COVID restrictions, definitely. I think the last couple of episodes, you know, it's not as too bad when, like, they're on the road and they're walking together, but this episode, I think, really demonstrated that COVID affected it, because it was all confined into, like, 1 or 2 places, and it was always just her alone, pretty much. I think some people might like this episode. I like it. Yeah, I don't like hate this episode. I think this episode is definitely better than 18, but I'm just trying to process, like, okay, in the long run, where do we go from here? See, that seems to be the question with most of these episodes. Like, even last episode, even though last episode was fucking fantastic with the dialogue and just everything that happened in the episode, in the long run, does it matter? You know, is it relevant in the future? We'll see, because it does feel like a filler. You know, it's very self-contained. Is it going to be continued with the characters, or are they just going to completely forget about that scenario? You know, maybe, and just keep it between them. That's what I feel like, you know, last episode could be, and this episode, to be fair, this episode, I assume the only thing that did happen was the Yumiko and Princess talk at the beginning. everything else, like, she didn't interact with Eugene, she didn't interact with Ezekiel, so it's, you know, it's what it is. So I wonder where they're going to take them. I assume they're going to take them to an interview place, and not like the shower area. It's just going to be the interview area. There was like a little teaser promo, showed like an interview area, so I think that's where like season 11 will pick up. Because season 11's premiere is apparently in 2 parts. What that means, I don't know. I don't know if that means it's going to be 2 episodes straight away, or it's going to be a part 1 and part 2 split in, but it's just 1 episode type of thing. I think what they're going to do, I hope they do a thing where they have like a 2-part finale and then like they've got an epilogue to kind of end the show off at a somber note, a bittersweet note, but like the finale is actually like the 2-part finale. You know, similar to, I'm trying to think of other shows that did it. Like Game of Thrones maybe, I guess, or Breaking Bad actually. Breaking Bad's a good one. Like the finale of Breaking Bad is Ozymandias. I probably butchered that. But, you know, the episode with, you know, like the big episode. And then 15 and 16 of season 5 is like the epilogue, like the continuation, like wrapping everything, wrapping up the storylines. But the finale is this. So I'm hoping Walking Dead does something like that, like where they've got like the finale is like this big epic thing, and then like the last 1 or 2 episodes is like the bittersweet, like coming together and relaxing and rebuilding civilization type of thing. Because will Vic come back? We'll have to see. The reason I'm bringing up season 11 is because this is Commonwealth related, so Commonwealth are going to be in season 11. So we'll see what happens there. Good episode. Not like amazing, like I said. It's not as good as last episode. Last episode was definitely a big one, but I think this is a solid episode for Princess. It really gets you to know her character as a whole and what kind of drives her. You know, she just wants friends. She just wants friends. And she was abused as a kid. Like, it's cool to know that backstory, you know, and hopefully we learn more going forward. And maybe if that Tales of the Walking Dead show is a thing, maybe we could see her, like, actual origin and, like, see her, you know, interact with other people and she loses them people and we get to be like a 3-episode arc or something like that. That'd be very cool. Leading up to when she met Eugene and that. Tales of the Walking Dead. That could be a great show for stuff like that. Even like you could establish a better Negan backstory too. Like, I'm not saying the Negan backstory is going to be bad. I'm just saying that it's not going to be the whole backstory. We're not going to know how he made the saviors, how he became in charge, was Simon in charge before that, how he reacted to Simon killing Oceanside, all that stuff, what he did to Dwight, and how he reacted to Vic killing his group. Like, that's probably going to be in another spin-off. I'm hoping they announce like a Savior spin-off at some point. Solid episode. A little bit disappointed because I hyped myself up for this episode. I thought this was going to be a big Commonwealth one, but we got to wait to season 11 for that. 2 more episodes left after this. And then we're on a break until, I assume, June-ish, July, summer. Alright, season 11. But we got Fear. You know, Fear's season 6 has been pretty good, so we'll see what happens with Fear. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next episode of Walking Dead, which will be episode 21, Diverged. Don't know if I'm looking forward to that one, though, because I've heard some mixed things about it. So, yeah. See you in the next one. Ta-ta! And farewell. Shit outro, but oh well.